Hello, hello. Welcome to my space. I hope you are doing well and that your weekend is going well. So we are going to get into a reading. But first of all, I have a message for you. And the message is, people often fear you for what they do, not for who you are. I repeat, people often fear you for what they do, not for who you are. So, for example, let's say that you have a fallout with a friend, right? And then you realize after some time that they are revealing all your secrets, all the things that you shared with them. And so you might wonder, why are they doing that? The reality is that very often people will anticipate what you would do based on who they are. And so they might have anticipated that you would reveal secrets about them, and so they are revealing secrets about you. It's a little bit the same principle as someone who is cheating is accusing their partner of cheating, right? Another example that I could give you, I'm trying to think. The smear campaign. Very often, many reasons for the smear campaign, right? We have already gone over those things over and over again, but we have some new people here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, smear campaign, the intention, one of the intentions of the smear campaign, of course, it is that people who are seen by you because you saw behind the mask, you know that they are not who they pretend to be, they are lying, gaslighting, acting from behind the mask, they are anticipating that you will reveal who they are, while in fact you might, simply put them to the side and move on and never even mention them. But because they would have exposed you, they think that you would expose them. And this is the reason why they are trying to protect themselves of something that never happened, that might be that it will never happen because in fact they would do that, but maybe you wouldn't. And this is why they are smear campaigning you, right? So if you are talking about who they truly are, nobody will trust you because they would have anticipated that and say that you are mentally unstable, that you are a liar, that you are too sensitive, that you are crazy, all those kind of things, right? So if you are questioning, why people are acting the way that they are acting, very often it is a reflection of them. They are anticipating what you would do based on themselves, right? This is what is happening. So I hope that it is helpful to you. Let's get into a spread. Let's see what is going on the spiritual streets. Like somebody that I love is saying, and let's see what we should talk about right now. So just a reminder, this is a collective reading, which means that it's a group reading, which means that it might be for you, it might be partly for you, and it might not be for you. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm here in order to give you a little bit more insights, a little bit more information about a situation that you are already aware of. If I am talking about masculines or feminines, I am not especially talking about the gender, but the energy from where someone is operating. So apply it however it applies to the roles in your life. And this can be past, present, or future. So, let's see. Let's see. Ooh, we are starting strong, my God. We are starting here with the Seven of Swords. Somebody acting very, very sneaky, maybe trying to get away with something. We have the King of Wands here, a tyrant. Somebody acting very, very controlling. The Moon. The Two of Pentacles in reverse. Well, this is promising, isn't it? The Ten of Swords. The Page of Cups, because seriously, the Page of Cups now. After this Ten of Swords. Okay. Did somebody betray you and they think that they can just approach you with an apology? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Will you accept my apology? Let's see. Let's take 3 more. 1, 2, et 3. So we have the Four of Pentacles, the Two of Swords in reverse, and the Hermit. Listen, it seems here that somebody has once again underestimated your ability to see through their bullshit, right? So here, second position, the position of relationship, partnership, all those things. We have here somebody very, very controlling. It might even be a tyrant. We might be talking about a narcissistic individual that is trying to control you. They try to control you and they acted in a very sneaky way. Apparently, there is here something that they were hoping that you would be confused about. We have the moon. And they thought that they could get away with it. It kind of feels, as we are starting with the Seven of Swords, that they still think that they can get away with it, right? Yeah, but they are out of balance right now. They don't succeed to maintain some kind of stability. Yeah, they betrayed you. The Ten of Swords is in the 5th position, which means that they had the option at a certain moment to decide to do things differently, but apparently they decided not to do it, thinking that they could, whenever come to you and apologize, and you would accept their apologies, right? So now they are holding on here to something. We will get in the tarot, we will understand more what they are holding on to. But here's the thing, right? While they think that they are confusing you about the reality, we have the Two of Swords in reverse here. You see through the BS. You know what's going on. You know what's going on, and more than that, you have much more awareness, wisdom, understanding that they ever foreseen, right? So I kind of feel that this is their biggest issue here. This is why they are losing their balance. The Two of Pentacles in reverse, which is talking about having balance, which is in the position of foundation, of stability. Yeah, they have really, really no stability right now. Yeah, I kind of feel that they might be starting to understand that bringing you an apology might not be so easy, but it kind of feels that they are holding on to something very, very deeply. So are they holding on to you? Are they holding on to their lies? I don't know. We will find out. But yeah, with this Two of Swords here, in the 8th position, what goes around comes around. You are aware of whatever they did in the past, the betrayals, many, many betrayals towards you over and over again. You are aware, and I kind of feel that more people can be aware right now. As said, they thought that they could get away because I don't think that they have foreseen your awareness, wisdom, all those kind of things. So let me put those cards like this, so we have more space. Let's get into the tarot and let's get a little bit more information about this situation. As said, if you want to know who I'm talking about, I am talking about someone who was very controlling in your life. They might have made you feel that they were superior to you, that they knew better than you, but it was all a controlling technique, right? This was their tactic to make you feel small, to make you feel weak, to make you feel, how can I say that you were unable to deal yourself, deal your life, all those kind of things. But as said, it was all manipulation in order to control you. The King of Wands in reverse, it is truly someone, in fact, that cannot control themselves. This is the thing. They cannot control themselves. We are with the fire element. We might be talking about a fire sign. If you have already been here, you know that very often I don't give the sign for the simple reason that we know very often the sun sign of people, but we don't know the rest. But fire signs, we are talking about Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. As said, it doesn't have to be. It might be that they have this sign in their moon, in their Mars, wherever, right? But yeah, with the moon card here, I truly feel that they thought that their image was very much preserved, right? That nobody could see who they truly are, except you, except you. But considering here that they are losing balance, it might be that they are exposed, especially with this Two of Swords in reverse. We might be talking about an exposure regarding you, that you know the truth, but it might go further than that, right? We will see with the cards what it is telling me. But obviously they are very, very unstable right now. It can also be simply because, as said, a person that is very controlling of others, very often they cannot control their own fire, their own anger, all those things. This is why, if we are talking here, let's say, about a narcissistic individual, they succeed to be somehow in control when they are in public, but once they get home, they need to release the control, and all this frustration of needing to pretend that they are someone that they are not, it is coming out, and it is coming out very ugly, right? Because suddenly all their hate and their resentment of themselves, in fact, right? Because they don't allow themselves to be themselves. But they don't see it this way. So it's about the world. For them, they have to pretend to be someone because of other people, right? They don't see that they are building themselves a whole narrative, just not to see the reality of who they are. So let's see here, but it kind of feels, to be honest, as we are starting with the Seven of Swords and it is in the upright, it kind of feels that they still think that they could somehow get away with something by lying, manipulating, cunning maybe, making up false documents maybe. I don't know. Let's see. What should the collective be aware of regarding this situation? Yeah, again, we have... Did we have it? Ah, no, we had the Two of Pentacles in reverse with the lack of balance. Here we have the Temperance with the lack of balance too. Yeah, we have a lot of lack of stability here. This also talks about not being fair. They have not been fair towards you, obviously. You have absolutely no regrets regarding this person. This is kind of telling me that you took distance, right? Which I'm not surprised, because we see here the Two of Swords in reverse, which means that at least you know who they are, you see above the mask. And we have the Hermit here also, which, as said, it talks about having a higher level of understanding. You might be someone who observes a lot before drowning your conclusions, but at a certain moment you got here to a conclusion, right? So I kind of feel here that you let this person go with no regrets, right? Even release, maybe. And they are not happy about it, right? Can you see all the cards? Kind of. I kind of feel that here you can better see it. Here you can better see. So let's see. What else should we know about the situation here? they were hoping that somehow you would not understand that they betrayed you, because their intention was, and what they did in the past, I guess, it is lying. We have here the Queen of Swords in reverse. This is somebody extremely critical, cold, judgmental. And as said before, I kind of feel that this was their technique in order to maintain some kind of control over you. And they were trying to convince you that, in fact, they didn't betray you. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They didn't betray you. Yeah, we are talking here with a huge liar, a huge gaslighter. This is truly gaslighting, because, you know, somebody who betrays you and then they pretend that it's not the case, or if they did, it is your fault. It was not a betrayal, it was just, you did that, and this is, it's like those people who are cheating, you know? Yeah, I might have cheated on you, but it's because of you. It's because you are not fulfilling whatever you need to fulfill. You don't give me enough attention. Since we have a child and you are busy with the child, or since you are pregnant, and so, all those kind of bullshit, you understand? Like, did I betray you? No, it's not a betrayal. I had no other choice, right? This is kind of what I feel here. And they think that they can talk to your heart. This is the disgusting part. They want to abuse your kindness, your generosity, your understanding, in order to make you believe that, in fact, absolutely not. You have not been betrayed. Yeah, but at the end of the day, you want happiness, right? And I kind of feel that you got to a place where you were truly looking behind, understanding how patient you needed to be. And at the end of the day, you might know that you are a happy nature, and that every time that you are angry, you are frustrated, it is always because of this person. That this person, in fact, is like a huge cloud, dark cloud in your life. I kind of feel that this is what you realize when you took the time. We have twice here this energy for me of taking the time, observing, truly questioning yourself. And I'm not surprised, in fact, right? Because you might have felt very unstable here with this person, because this person was hiding a lot of things. They are not coming forward and saying, I am very controlling and my intention is for you to totally lack confidence. My intention is to destroy your individuality. So I kind of feel that I have some kind of power over you, and that because you are very, very weak, you will have no other choice but to be my emotional punching bag and all those things, right? It's not what those people are doing, obviously, right? So I kind of feel that, yeah, they might have somehow, you might have been truly questioning yourself. This is often the biggest issue when we are dealing with somebody narcissistic. And honestly speaking here, this is kind of what I feel. This is kind of what I feel, because with the Seven of Swords, people who are unable to take accountability, somebody controlling here, hiding a lot. This is also, for me, representing the mask that they are hiding behind, right? Those two personalities that, in fact, there is no personality. That this is the thing, in fact, right? The lack of balance, the betrayal, and another betrayal, and another betrayal, and then they think that they can say, oh, I'm sorry. They are choosing people who they know are very understanding. They are choosing people that they know that those are people who self-reflect. Because somebody who doesn't self-reflect, they cannot come in and gaslight them, right? Because if you don't self-reflect, then the gaslighting at the end of the day, you don't care. You just... But if you are someone who self-reflect, it is easier to make you carry their own burdens, in fact, right? So I kind of feel that you truly had to you truly took the time to look back and evaluate, evaluate. Yeah. We have here the hangman seeing things from a different perspective, and we have the Nine of Cups. I kind of feel here with this happiness card that we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is being patient, observing what's going on, being ready to wait for a change. You might feel now that why did I stay for so long, right? I kind of feel that there is not truly such a thing, because sometimes we stay because we need it for ourselves to know that when we leave, we can truly close the door, right? Because we gave our all, right? Yeah, I kind of feel that once you truly look behind, uh, you could see very very clearly that you came in this connection, in this relationship, being very happy, being secure, being very installed in your individuality. You might have met this person. We might be talking about a family situation, right? It is possible. But you might feel, in fact, that let's say that it is somebody of your family, because it can also be a relationship. If it's a relationship, you met this person when you were in a great place in your life. You were secure, you were happy, you were taking care of yourself, you were not desperate for a relationship. If it is family, then it is the kind of person that every time that you are seeing them, you are coming there and you are in a great mood. And when you separate from them, you always feel doubtful, and you might, feel insecure suddenly. You might feel drained, something like that. It's always like from the beginning you are in a great place, and when you find yourself facing yourself after not being in their presence, you feel drained, you overthink. It's not pleasant, right? It's not pleasant. Tell me more here, please. Yeah, listen. I think that at a certain moment you could truly realize that you are dealing with somebody who is extremely controlling. We have the Emperor here in reverse. We have the two tyrants here, right? And I will even tell you more, because when we have the Emperor, into the Emperor there are all the kings, right? So this card, in fact, is into this one. But when we are dealing with the fiery element here, not only we have the Emperor in reverse, which is a tyrant, which is somebody controlling, somebody that you cannot trust, somebody ego-driven, very proudful. It's not a pleasant energy, right? They appear very often as somebody charismatic, like they give an image of something that they are not. In the reality, this is who they are. But especially when added to the Emperor, I have a double dose of fire in reverse. This might be a person that can have truly deep emotional outbursts that might even be scary, in fact, right? I kind of feel that you might have taken some kind of distance somehow. Maybe you have started to do something that you love. I kind of feel that maybe, you spend more time with friends. Maybe you met someone in your life that gave you some kind of confidence about yourself, or something happened that gave you confidence about yourself. And this truly allowed you somehow having this breath of fresh air, and also this realignment, reinforcement of who you are, allowed you to concretely see, in fact, that truly you are dealing with someone who is toxic, someone who is abusive, in fact. Kind of feel that with this Ace of Pentacles here, it truly became very, very concrete to you. You didn't have any doubt anymore. Tell me more here, please. Yeah, and you started to see how can I move forward from there? How can I detach from all of this and move forward? Change whatever is happening here. Not having to deal with this toxic energy, very controlling. You know, because the problem with those people that are so controlling is that you can decide that you will put all the boundaries in the world, but they don't care. They don't care. You know, it makes me laugh when people are saying, yeah, those adult children that are going no contact with their parents, they are this and they are weak and they are spoiled and they are like, obviously, those people have no understanding of what it is to deal with people who are controlling. They don't understand. With people who are judgmental, bitter, critical, they are getting into, they are putting, you know, a very dirty lens on you. They are searching for what they can find to make you feel small. You know, they are exaggerating everything for you to feel that you are not enough. Those people, they don't understand that. They don't understand that with those kind of people, you can try to put every boundary that you want. It doesn't work. They enjoy to destroy your boundaries just to make you feel that you have no power. You are powerless. You have no other choice but to go no contact. Sometimes. Right? And I kind of feel here that you needed to see what to do. What to do with this situation, with this very controlling person, how to deal with it. Page of Pentacles, starting anew, but I kind of feel here with this Tree of Pentacles, I don't know, once again, I kind of feel that you truly needed to take your time and observe. Usually this Three of Wands here, it is talking about waiting for your ships to come in. It's kind of a positive card, you know, after the Two of Wands, where you have planned everything and you have started to make the right choices regarding your future. Then you are waiting for, you know, your ships to come in. But here I kind of feel more that we are talking about, okay, I know how they are acting. I know that boundaries, it doesn't work. How can I regain myself, regain my freedom, try to anyway have some kind of boundaries and getting out of this in the most peaceful way possible. We have here the Four of Pentacles, right? So they don't want to let go. They don't release. They don't care about your boundaries. They don't want you to heal. They don't want you to be strong. But I kind of feel that you understood this. You understood this. Tell me more here. What should the collective be aware of? Yeah. The true question here was, how can I maintain a balance? We are with the Justice card here, respecting yourself and somehow not provoke them in some kind of way. This is what I feel like. How can I somehow respect myself? We have the Justice here, while at the same time we have again this Four of Pentacles. They are not letting go. You know they are not letting go. You want to be fair regarding yourself. So how can I find a balance within all of this? Good luck with that. This is what most people are trying to do in those situations. Very often it is a first step because, as said, with those people, they also feel when you are starting to heal and you are starting to release, and they simply don't let it happen, right? They are just becoming more and more controlling. Tell me more here, please. What should the collective be aware of? Yeah, you wanted to somehow create some kind of distance. But I kind of feel here, so you wanted to protect yourself, right? You wanted to create this distance, but at the same time, I kind of feel that you were trying to keep up the appearances because, first of all, you understand that you are dealing here with someone for who the appearances are important. But more than that, I kind of feel here that you were trying not to awaken their anger because you might have known that it can become dangerous. This is what I feel here. I want to check this Four of Pentacles, why it came up once again here. I want to know more about the Four of Pentacles. Why did it come up once again? Tell me more here, please, about this Four of Pentacles. King of Swords. Yeah. Yeah, listen. King of Swords in reverse. The biggest, the master manipulator, the coldest person. They can be cutthroat. They don't care. No empathy. Mean. They wouldn't care to truly destroy you in order to maintain some kind of power over you. Yeah, this is what it is. Five of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you didn't want to provoke them. You didn't want to provoke them. You wanted to be able to maintain some kind of illusion of everything is fine, right? As said, good luck with that. Let's see, what else should the collective be aware of? Yeah, you didn't want to end this cycle. You didn't want, listen, I might be talking here to someone who went no contact or someone who is trying to resist going no contact. This is what it is. You are dealing here with someone who is totally dishonest, very controlling. They are hiding a lot of things. They are not allowing you to find your inner balance. They are betraying you over and over and over again. And always when they feel that you want to step out of the connection, it doesn't matter if we are talking about family, about a friend, about a spouse, it doesn't matter, right? They feel it after betray. You know, it's the kind of person that will cheat on you and then they will buy you flowers, you know. It is said that there are cheaters that will become disgusting with the person that they are cheating on, with their spouse, right? And others that will be extra nice. So here I kind of feel that every time that this person could feel, you know, that maybe, okay, you might react, then they would do something kind, you know, but it's just gaslighting. This is what it is. Because they don't want you to go. This is what it is. Yeah, the cycle not ending, the world in reverse. But at the end of the day, it just keeps you depressed. You might feel extremely, extremely lonely when you are with this person. And once again, we might even be talking about a parent. We might be talking about a sibling. We might be talking about a spouse. It doesn't matter. You feel alone in the world. You feel more lonely when you are with them than when you are with yourself. Tell me more here, please. What should I share with the collective? Tell me, what should I talk about? Yeah, you might be right now in this place of what do I do? What are my options? What are my options? Because the reality it is that I kind of feel that you don't want to get out of this and be totally stressed out. This is not the idea. You want to be able to get out of it and finally be able to heal. This is the idea. And this is what I explained that is so complicated with those people, because they don't want to release. If you are dealing with a narcissist, they consider you to be theirs. You are their supply. You are their punching bag. You are their object. You have no right to your independence. You have no right to do whatever you want. So I kind of feel that this is where you might be right now. How do I, what do I do? What do I do in order to get out of this situation and be truly in a better place? Right? Let's see what we have for closure. I have a lot of things to say about that. Tell me more here, please. Closure, please. Yeah, listen. It came out like this, right? Listen. This is what I will say here, right? If you are dealing with this situation, I understand exactly what you want and what you need. Yes, you deserve to get out of that and be in a much better place, right? Right now, if you are dealing and you are in the middle of the situation and you don't know what to do, first of all, let's be honest, right? They won't make it easy on you. They won't. This is the difference. Right now, you feel like shit. Right now, you feel hopeless. The moment that you take the decision, right? You regain your heart space. You regain your freedom of thought, your individuality. In the reality, you are in a nightmare right now. You are in a nightmare. It is a nightmare. Let's say even that we are talking about someone of your family and you are not living with them. So you might think, okay, so I won't answer the phone all the time and I will only go and see them once each. I don't know what. But at the end of the day, I'm talking from my experience. Don't take it on yourself if it doesn't reflect on you. From my experience, when those people who are putting you under a magnifying lens all the time, trying to find what is not okay with you, that are just trying to find how to criticize you, how to judge you, how to make you feel that you are not enough, when this is in your energy, it has an impact on you. It is just when you come at the place of saying, I'm not dealing with that. I have enough self-respect for not dealing with that. Also, take in consideration, I was talking in the beginning about the smear campaign, right? So they will smear campaign you, but hello, they started to smear campaign you long time ago. And this might be the reason why things might be difficult in your life. And you might not understand why. Because since very, very long time, when we are talking about this energy here, masculine or feminine, King of Wands in reverse, masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter, right? Those people since years and years and years, they are painting an image of you that is not real. It doesn't start the moment that you leave. No, it started very, very long time ago. And when you stay in their environment, all their lies about you, they have some kind of weight. The moment that you refuse to be in their environment, people might start to doubt, Because at a certain moment, they realize that those are lies. And also, let me just for you to understand that those people, they are losing their shit when they are losing control over you. So first of all, yes, don't put yourself in any danger, right? If you are dealing with someone that might be dangerous, please take the steps, right? make some research and take the steps. I'm not talking about that, right? I'm not talking about someone who might do something irreversible, okay? Just to be clean here. Let's say a family member, something like that, you know? They are losing their shit. They will obsessively talk about you. And this is what will reveal at the end of the day that everything that they said about you, it is a smear campaign. Their behavior will not change. But if you are considering, I don't want to get in a deep nightmare, nightmare for nightmare, you are in the nightmare now. And now you are stuck in the nightmare. Once you put a stop to it, and putting a stop to it, it might mean, forcing the door. With those people, this is what it is, you know? Closing the door, and if they are at your door, you are not opening. You are blocking the phone, right? Or you are not answering. You are putting their number on silent. They are calling, you don't even see it, right? If you don't want to block them for a reason or another, right? But what you regain, it is, first of all, strength. First of all, strength. And for the rest, with time, what you regain, you get out of survival mode. You regain totally your identity, and with time, you will see more and more clearly the toxicity that you were dealing with. Right now, you don't even understand what you are dealing with. You feel it inside. This is why you might be confused also. Once you take the distance and you regain your mental clarity because you get out of this survival mode, this is, you saw how the card came out, right? This is staying in survival mode. This is getting out of survival mode. This card, the way that it came out, tells me that you are at this moment of decision where kind of I feel that you are wondering how can you do to get out of this situation in some kind of way, for not having more difficulty to deal with. You know, they won't change. They won't change. The only thing that you can do is you instill the change. And you are in survival mode right now if you are dealing with those kind of people, right? And trust and believe that once you feel safe, because this is the problem, you never feel safe. This is the main issue. So you are living in survival mode all the time because you are not safe. You know that there is a frenemy that is in your business all the time, that has access to you all the time. So you are not safe. But once you put the true boundaries, you don't allow them to cross those boundaries, no matter the cost, right? Then you get out of survival mode, you regain your mental clarity, and trust me that then you will see exactly what you were dealing with. Because then all the gaslighting, all the lies, your own individuality that right now you don't know yourself. Right now you don't feel good, you have no air, but this is the only indication you have. Trust and believe that once you take the distance and you protect yourself, you regain your feeling of safety. Trust and believe that all those manipulation and all those bullshit, you won't care about it anymore. You won't care about it. You are putting a distance between that and you, right? So, listen, I will leave it here. I hope that it is helpful. If you are going through this situation, it is very painful. And trust me, I know. I'm not pushing anyone to do anything, right? I am just talking from my experience. I have tried a lot of things. And, you know, I know how difficult it is to deal with those situations. I know, you know, just to be clear, I'm not pushing anyone to do anything. I'm just telling the reality of what is happening emotionally and in your mind and with your nervous system when you are dealing with people who are controlling you, right? I will leave it here. I hope that it was helpful. Why, I don't know if this is a weekend reading, if I should post it during the weekend. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'll post it later on during the week, because this is a little bit heavy for the weekend, I feel. So, wish you a beautiful day, afternoon, evening, whenever you are watching this. Until very, very soon. Bye.